Today, what is today? Well, it's Monday. Today's Monday morning. We're gonna go down the woods. It's just a little bit crusty on top here, but it ain't froze enough to do anything. It'll be froze tomorrow. Young Buck's here today servicing the cutter for me because, well, I guess all I can say is I procrastinated, maybe. I fooled around, didn't get it done. So he's gonna take care of it for me today. Me and the old dog gonna go down in the woods. We're just gonna cut ahead. We're just gonna cut it with the saw today. Get down in the very bottom. Trees are big. It's just, and it's not a clear cut down in them buffers, so we'll work on that today. Try to get a bunch of loads on the ground, and I'll get here early tomorrow morning. We'll drag them out. But hopefully we can get some wood moving this week. Looks like it's gonna be a good week. I think Saturday they're calling for another 4 to 8 inches of snow, so that'll screw it back up again. But so if we can get something done this week, that'll be a bonus. So we're gonna get after it. All right, it's about 2 o'clock, I think. Yeah, it was 2 o'clock last time I looked at it, so it's a little after 2. What I did this morning was I cut, I don't know, before lunch I think I cut 25 or so. And I skidded them up here, kind of staged them up here like this. And then what I'm gonna do, and then what I did was after lunch, I just cut like 15 more. I think I got like 40, I don't know, 46, 48 or something like that on the ground in here. These I'm just gonna leave them. These that I staged here, I'll get these out in the morning when it's dark, because it'd be easier to find in a pile like this in the dark. And then once it gets daylight, I'll have these cleaned up and I'll work on these, trying to get these out while it's froze. And then hopefully I'll have these out early in the morning, and then I'll cut a few more and skid until it gets wet again. And then I'll cut ahead again tomorrow, just like I did today. And because it's supposed to be froze every night this week, so if it gets as cold as they say it's going to, the ground will stiffen up enough to seaweed. I didn't even run much in here today, just very little bit. This you know, this is probably like 1 or 2 passes. It's just soft, you know, it's just really soft in here. Not that I can't fix it if I tear it up too bad, but if I got this frozen ground, I might as well try to play around that, burn a little less fuel. You pull these logs out through this, man. Plus I'll have this old wood store up by the time I get all this timber out of here, if I roll it out. And the landing's an absolute disaster right now, so I'll have it. I bet if I skidded to the landing today, I'd be up to the belly pan on the skidder. So we're gonna cross our fingers and hope this works. If it don't work, then I'll probably skid with the bulldozer, just to try to keep some wood moving, a little bit of cash flow, and then you know, hope for it to dry. I guess once I get, if you see, I don't know if you can see in the camera, but like right there, it starts to go uphill. It's better ground up there. We're kind of down in a bottom right now, so everything, all this rain and snow and everything we've had the last couple of days, just drained down in this bottom. So it's not muddy yet. I mean, if I tear it all up, it's going to be, but once we get to that knob, you know, then I think I'll get around better. I'll still have the landing to deal with, but I'll be able to get around. And then up in there, it's kind of higher ground. I'll be able to use the cutter up there some. I didn't even bring the trees. As you can see, the trees are fairly big down in here, so it's a little bit too big for the cutter to start with. Plus come down here and drive all around in this mess, I'll have it all chewed up with the cutter. So I think this will work. I've done it in the past. It just sucks, you gotta get up so daggone early in the morning, but it is what it is. You gotta, what they say, you gotta make hay while the sun shines, right? So we'll yeah, hopefully it works out good. Hopefully we get the colder calm for us, so we'll see what happens in the morning. I'm gonna bail out of here now. I know it's early. I gotta drop a permit off at the county before they close, and then get some stuff. Gotta change some stuff around on my pond fountain before it gets this cold weather this weekend. And then yeah, and then we'll be here bright and early in the morning and hit her hard. All right, it's Tuesday yesterday's wood out, and it is dark in here today. This is why I kind of staged them in here. I mean, you look, you can't see nothing, and these lights, they just, I mean, they're good working lights, but they don't, you can't see far away. To try to navigate your way around in here in the dark. But by the time I get these in the where I staged them yesterday, I get these out, it'll be daylight enough to see. It's my pickup said 14 degrees. So yeah, we'll get these out and we'll cut some more. Myself a knot. All right, it's Wednesday morning. When I left my house this morning, it was 16 degrees. When I went to bed last night, I guess around 10ish, it was like 18, 19 degrees. So there's no reason why this dirt didn't freeze up last night, but it ain't froze. I mean, we're up to the belly already. The only good thing is it's not like muddy, it's just the ground pumping real bad. And it got kind of like this yesterday, and I quit skidding around lunchtime. And I brought the bulldozer down in there and I folded this all in and packed it in with the intention it would freeze. And it didn't. I don't know, it didn't freeze. But I got a handful left that's got to come out this road this morning. And then I think I'm gonna put another road in, come down through there to get the rest of them. I don't know if you can see them way down in there. I'll probably pull them out this way maybe. I don't know. We'll see. And then I'll probably do the same thing again, fold this road in with the bulldozer, flop a bunch of this stuff on the ground, leave it lay here. It's gonna get warmer today, it's supposed to be in the 40s today, so it's gonna kind of get, probably gonna end up getting muddy. But it is what it is. If it wasn't this cold, we'd probably have to pull out of this job or skid it with the bulldozer. We really don't have time for that right now. We're kind of under the gun to get this one done, get moved out of here. But so we'll just keep pecking along, do what we can. That's load number 2 for the day. Well, this is this morning. They've hauled one already early. He come rolling in there, getting the second one now. There's probably 2 left there. So that's not bad. We did, well, yesterday I had to cable everything out with the bulldozer. The woods has just went to crap. Skidder won't go. no more, so we're kind of dead in the water unless we cable everything. So that's what we're doing to keep it moving. Slow going, but I mean, I still pulled 4 loads out of the wood yesterday with the dozer, but to do that, I had them staged. I won't do that today because I don't have anything on the ground, so I gotta cut some this morning. So, but you know, it's better than nothing. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do today. It's Friday. I'm hoping they get these 4 plus 3 more. That'd give me, I think, 14 or something for the week. So we're going to cut, hand cut, obviously, because we can't, the cutter won't get around in the woods. It sinks down to the belly pan everywhere. So we're just going to hand cut and skid with the dozer and try to push for 3 today. And we'll see how it goes. All right, so this is what we're dealing with. This is yesterday. I come in here yesterday with the skidder, made 1 pass, she went down. It feels full of water. The ground is completely thawed out. I'm not exactly sure where all this water's coming from now. We did get some snowstorms, but not much. Nothing really to amount for anything. So I guess the water table was just back up and it didn't take much in here. But I mean, you can see it just, I mean, it's just bad. And it's bad everywhere you go in here now, so it's bulldozer time for here on out, I guess, until it freezes. It's gonna have to freeze pretty good. I'm hoping once I get up at the toe of that hill, that from here all the way up is pretty bad. It's soft up top, but I think the skidder will go up there. So I'm hoping once we get, I still got a lot down in this bottom all the way up through there. It's quite a bit of timber left in here, but we're just gotta do what we gotta do now. I ain't leaving. So we're I'm gonna put 4 or 5 or so on the ground, I think, and then I'm gonna jump on those, get them out, and then cut some more and then get them out. I'm just gonna peck along. It's Friday, gonna take it easy. Beautiful sunrise. Well, we ended up with 11 loads, I think. So that's not too bad considering how wet it's been, or how wet it was this week, so I'm happy with that. So we're gonna try to hit her hard next week. Don't look like the weather's gonna be much better next week than it was this week, but we'll see. So we'll you know, it's that time of year. What do you do? What do you do? It's 1 day at a time, 1 tree at a time, 1 load at a time. So, but we'll peck along at it and make it happen. I thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week.